Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe is going to be slightly different because we're going to talk about whole food plant-based snacks and specifically things with a crunch. Now myself, I'm not a huge snacker. I really like a little bowl of my berry cobbler. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I've been making that kind of often. That is satisfying to me. It gives me something sweet. But my husband is a savory snacker and he would eat hummus on everything and like throughout the day in between meals. So he was getting blue chips and eating hummus, and I tried to get him to do it with like vegetables and different items, but he still was missing that crunch that the blue chips that he was eating prior. But you know, it has a ton of oil in it and it's not healthy, so I was destined to go out and find a solution. So I have two items here that he loves. He reaches for either or. I wouldn't say he likes one more than the other. It just kind of depends if I make the Pita Chips, which I'm going to teach you how to make today, or if we have the Matzo Crackers in stock in our house. So it's just kind of like whatever, and usually I have one or the other on hand for him at all time. Before we get started, we'll talk about the ones that you just can buy in the store. So the Matzo Crackers are amazing. These are whole wheat matzah. You can find this pretty much in any grocery store. Maybe not this brand, but I've seen whole wheat versions of this pretty much everywhere. You just need to go to like usually the ethnic section of your grocery store. But these are amazing and he loves them. They are just whole wheat flour and water. There's nothing else in them. There's only 2 ingredients. And there's even, I know this brand even does like a spelt flour version. They have a couple different ones. So if you are into a cracker or you need like a saltine or you know, something that with a crunch like that, they are amazing. Now they come in like big large sheets. So when you pull them out, they aren't like little cracker size. They're in big sheets. But what my husband will do is he'll take one of these sheets and he'll just, you know, break it off and eat it with hummus. So he loves them, and you can hear the crunch. Do you hear that? So it is amazing. This is such a great cracker. If you know somebody that needs crunch, that wants to be whole food plant-based, show them this. And it's relatively inexpensive. It's not like, I think we definitely pay less than this than we were paying for the bag of blue chips. And they're just amazing, and you can eat this with a plant-based spinach and artichoke dip, any dip. It's great. So if you can even break them up and put them in a salad if you need crunch. Totally recommend matzah. You should try it out, but we love this. So I usually have this on in our kitchen. It's on stock for him all the time because he is a snacker. The next one that involves a little bit more effort, and I just found this about a few months ago, is these EZEKIEL Pita Pockets, and they're in the frozen section at my grocery store. Shout out to Pittsburgh Food Co-op. Thank you for having these in stock. I usually go and pick up 2, keep one in the freezer, one in our refrigerator, so I'm ready to make these. And if you saw my last video, the cauliflower bites, and I said this week was all about the pita, it's because I'm going to teach you how to make pita chips, and we use this in that recipe. EZEKIEL is great. The last ingredient is salt, but everything else prior is amazing. There's 7 grams of protein in 1 pita pocket, 4 grams of fiber, much more nutritious and satisfying than those blue chips, and they're filling. So what I do is I just take out, just to show you, I already have it cut up, and I do have a version that we make in the air fryer, but I also have the measurements for if you do this in an oven. If you don't have an air fryer, you can do either. Now these pita pockets are great. You can fold them in half and fill them. You can cut a hole and fill them. They're wonderful. I've even made these as mini pizzas, as like the crust, and then you put your sauce and whatever toppings, personal pizzas. That's an extra bonus tip for you guys. These are great. So what I just do is I cut them with a sharp knife down the middle, and then I cut them into 4s on each side. So I just make little triangles, and you can make these as big or small as you want for your chip, and that's it. It's really simple. So you can do like one at a time, you can do a whole bunch. I usually make a whole bunch and then keep them in a sealed container for him, and he knows that, you know, that's his chip, his chip package. So I've seen people do this also, where maybe this is like too thick of a pita chip, where they cut it in half and have 2 smaller ones. You can do that as well. The times might be a little bit different if you cut them in half and make them thinner. They're gonna cook faster. I personally like a pita chip, and I think my husband does too, rather than something that's a little bit flimsy. And this would be good if you were just gonna like snack on it, but you know, if you want to dip something heavy, that this gives it a lot more. So cut your triangles out. You can take them apart or keep them together. I did a test. I always do this in my Breville Smart Oven Air. It has an air fryer in there, so we always air fry them just because it's quick and easy. But I did bake one today, and this was at 400 degrees for around 10 to 12 minutes. You just need to keep an eye on these. This is a recipe that you can't like do and then leave the room. You kind of need to be in the same area, because as you leave the oven on, you start it, you'll notice that things will cook faster. You might need to move the things from the back to the front, depending on your air fryer, you know, all these things. So your times might be a little bit different than mine, but I'm gonna give you the gist of it. But this was in the oven. I'm just gonna break it again. Like, it's really satisfying, that crunch. And again, you could break these up and put it in a salad. You can make like a Greek salad with this. You can put it on the side. You can eat it with hummus, so many different things. Salsa, whatever you want, these are great. So for my air fryer, for my Smart Oven Air, I just laid the triangles out, and you can do this on a baking sheet, and I just kind of fill them up so there's a little gap in between them. I'll show you a pan of them all in there, but it's really simple. This is gonna be like a really fast video. I just preheat my air fryer to 400 degrees, and then I actually put the first batch in while it's like cooking up, but my time is only around 3 to 4 minutes. Now 4 minutes will give you a dark pita. It might even look burnt. It might not taste burnt, but it might look burnt. 3 minutes, you know, you just have to watch, and I kind of, sometimes I move the fronts, I switch things around, or I'll switch the pan. With this, it's really nice that Breville Smart Oven Air has this like large basket for air frying. If you bake them, same thing, maybe switch the pan around. You just kind of want to keep an eye on them. The backs of some of them will look like they're done before they are. They're not, but usually you can tell. It'll start getting definitely a different shade of brown when they're ready. So just don't leave. That's my biggest tip. I've left and burnt lots of pita chips because this makes a large amount on this basket, but don't leave. And that's pretty much it. It's like so simple and easy that even my husband probably could do this on his own. With no cooking experience if I showed him once. But it's easy, and you can use corn tortillas and kind of do the same idea, make a chip for salsa, like a corn chip for salsa. We do that sometimes as well. That's great. You could do, there's so many different things. So pita is a great thing to have for your party. If you are into Game of Thrones, you can make this for that party. I will be making them. We're having a little family friend party that day, and I'm gonna be making these for that because they're simple and easy and healthy, and we love them. So I hope you guys love them too. I'll show you a pan. We'll put them in the oven. I'm gonna try to get my husband to come out and try it on camera for you guys, and maybe he'll say why he likes them if I can get him to be on camera. But they're so easy and delicious. So I hope you guys make this. Let me show you what it looks like. We're gonna pop them into the air fryer. So easy and quick. You guys are gonna love pita chips. It was a game changer for us, for my husband, for snacking for sure. And he totally loves this more than those blue chips he was buying. So, you know, definitely give it a try because it's that crunch that everyone's looking for. Let me show you. Unfortunately, my husband is out doing yard work and doesn't want to come in, but maybe next time he'll be on a video. I keep slowly getting him used to the idea of being in some of these. You guys will see him soon, but I'm just going to leave you guys with the sound of the crunch. And these are so easy. You could do this with any whole wheat pita. It doesn't have to be Ezekiel. If you find one that you like, try it out with these. Let me know how it turned out. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're not, because I make videos twice a week. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna leave you with the crunch at the end, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.